we look at what is an inventory in itself, essentially an inventory is a snapshot at one point of everything that's within a house, but primarily it's about its condition. We're really only interested, yes, okay, we've got a white painted wall, but actually we're interested in the condition. Was it brand new? Was it scratched or marked? Because the inventory management process is around managing change. What we're actually interested in is what has changed from the start to the end. And within that process, how does fair wear and tear impact on it? How does, is things like apportionment of costs? We're in the business of providing information to a property professional, whether it be a landlord or whether it be a letting agent, property manager, to give them the ability to be able to discuss, negotiate between the tenant and the landlord to ensure there's a fair outcome. You know, as an independent inventory management provider, we have a duty of care, if you like, to both the tenant and to the landlord. We're neutral. You know, that's what we go in and we register fact. So inventory management is about managing the business from start to end. It's about running audit trails. It's about reporting. Here you are today. What's it going to be like at the very end? And how do we register change? And at No Letting Go, all of our operations, our clerks, our regional office managers, franchisees, everyone's trained to not only understand how to prepare inventories and all the various compliance reports within that, but actually it's around understanding the legal aspects behind that. So when we're talking to a property manager, we can advise a property manager, we can advise people on the right and wrong ways to do it, and impart some education at the same time, so that everyone's getting better and better in the process. Some 10 years ago, when inventories became the document to have, so to speak, there was a lot of reluctance in the market to take on inventories. But of course, what's happened, inventories have become an absolutely critical document. I mean, not only are it's important. At the end of the day, we're talking about a landlord has an enormous asset. And these assets diminish in time, they get damaged, they get marked, whatever, and you want to be able to recover any costs. Now, one of the biggest areas of costs as far as the landlord's concerned is it's not so much, yes, we have the inventory done and yes, we have the checkout done, but you know what we found over years of being involved in this industry is that good inventories put in place actually help landlords manage the process. It's almost a psychological element that imparts. Tenants look at it and say, you know what, this landlord is going to look after this property. They're obviously important to them. I'm not going to trash this place. It's good inventories in place because I can't trash it. If I trash it, I'm not going to get away with it. And that's quite an important message. But also, if it is trashed, and you don't really want this to happen, of course, as a landlord, then you're in a situation where the cost to you is not the cost of an inventory, not the cost of a checkout, it's probably the cost of the void that you've got for the 2 or 3 weeks while you get all this stuff sorted out. And that period of void, the cost to you as a landlord, wipes out the cost of any type of reporting. Let alone the fact that good audit trails and good management of reporting is critical now in the world of compliance. We have smoke and CO requirements now in the industry, and it's down to the landlord, duty holder, the agent, to ensure that smoke and CO alarms are put in place and tested at entry point. Inventory companies will deal with this. Not only will they deal with it, it goes onto the report. If it goes onto the report, you are compliant. If you're compliant, then you have a mechanism to fall back onto. So it becomes more and more important. There are lots of other compliance-related reports that are picked up, FFRR, fire and furnishing regulations, these sort of things are all picked up on inventories. It has become the most critical document in the lettings industry today.